Hello everyone, I'm Kim Carrigan here at the Belmont, Massachusetts headquarters of Bankers Advisory. And with me today is Anna DeSimone. She is the CEO of Bankers Advisory. Great to see you today.
Thank you, Kim. You too.
Thank you so much. Now, this is a fantastic business. First off, I want to tell you, you've got the nicest employees. They've been terrific. We've had a great experience here. How long have you owned this business?
26 years.
And you started it?
Yeah, in 1986.
And what brought that about?
Well, being a former banker, did a lot of training, did a lot of writing training manuals, and I also developed a lot of software. And I started to use the software systems in our audit practice. What we do here mostly is audit loans to make sure that they comply to all the state and federal regulations and all of the mortgage credit regulations by HUD, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, VA, all the loan programs. Our auditors complete what's called a quality control review, and our attorneys complete a fair lending review or a compliance review on the files. And we give our reports back to our clients who are lenders, and they're from all over the United States.
Yeah, well, let's talk about it. Who are some of those? Can you reveal some of the clients?
Sure. Yeah, well, I can't name names, but they're banks, credit unions, mortgage companies of all sizes. We do some work for some federal agencies. But we mostly do a lot of publishing here. We keep track of all of the rules of all 50 states, and we publish those rules through an online national publisher. And we write a lot of newsletters. I've written about 30 guidebooks that I have to update regularly, and hundreds of articles and newsletters that are read all over the country. And I write for some international magazines.
I think many times I have heard people refer to you as the foremost expert on many of these subjects. In fact, so much so that you've made trips to the White House.
Yes, I have.
Through the years.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Clinton administration, for example.
Yeah. Well, because I was commissioned by President Clinton to write a book on fair lending, and actually it turned out to be 2 books. But fair lending is one of my, that's how I started my business. Then it went into, mortgage fraud detection and quality control.
Tell me a little bit about this logo that's behind us. I know you're so proud of that.
We did that logo recently on a logo refresh. I've always had pillars in our logo, and it kind of comes from the federal buildings. And we have a couple of different logos. The companion logo to that is actually the compliance monitor for our newsletter. It's a little bit different. It's more nautical looking.
Terrific. Now, these qualified mortgages,
Yeah.
we've been talking about that a lot. Tell me how that has affected your business, because there's been some changes.
Well, my office, I have a staff of 40 people. We audit about 20,000 loans a year for different purposes, fair lending, compliance, or quality control. And we will be looking to make sure the lenders met the criteria of the qualified mortgage next year. But with the QM loan, there's so much training that has to be done on the part of the employees that we have developed about a dozen different in-depth training programs for loan officers, originators, processors. And what I've developed most recently is a smartphone app, and it's called the QM Corner. And it'll enable loan officers, while they're out in the field meeting with a customer or at a real estate broker's office, they'll be able to make sure they follow the rules of the QM on the spot.
What a great idea. I know, right, your clients must be so pleased that something like that is coming out. Right there at their fingertips.
Well, we're a full service company. We write policy guides for our clients, we do training, we do auditing, and we do some consulting services for them. We go on site to banks all over New England. Actually, we've gone on site to banks in different parts of the country, but we want to be pretty much a one-stop service for a mortgage banker or a depository institution.
Well, you've been full service to us while we visited you, so thank you so much. We've very much enjoyed it.
We've loved having you here, Kim.
Thank you.